Today we're going to be doing the cooking in your country challenge. It's one off.
Oh no.
And Sienna is going to be
America.
I feel so bad for you. I'm going to be India, the spiciest curry in the world. And Mia's going to be Britain.
Oh my gosh, this looks so delicious.
So we're going to be competing against each other to see who can make the best dish from one of these countries. And at the end of the video, we've got some mystery judges who's going to be judging who made the best meal to see who's the winner.
Also, thanks to our friends Family Freedom for the idea.
So let's go shopping for all of the food.
Hey guys, I'm now I was about to say I'm now in the trolley. I'm now in the supermarket and I need to find, I need to find
right, Lisa?
lots and lots of cheese. And that is the secret ingredient of my recipe, which I've just exposed, so never mind, it's not really secret anymore. But I need to get like as many different types of cheese as I possibly can, especially American cheese. Fire Life, original block. I don't know what like type of cheese that is. I don't really know much about cheese. I mean, just a block of cheese. Okay, I don't know if it's very good. It needs to be cheese that can melt as well. But even if like, I don't know, if I just add that on top or whatever. Intense flavor block. Okay, I'm gonna get this as well. Because if there is spare leftover cheese, then I can just eat it because I love cheese, guys. Right, I'm gonna have a look at all these cheeses and pick the best ones.
This time, you're not gonna believe what I'm gonna be making. I'm so excited and I hope this actually is gonna be a winner. So the first ingredient I need to get is tofu, which is over here. This tofu Fizz fam looks really, really good. It feels very firm, which is very important. This is gonna be like the paneer substitute to go inside of my dish.
I'm so excited for what I'm making. I definitely am gonna win with this recipe because it's quite different and unique, but I was really hoping that I'd be able to find Brussels sprouts, but like, are they really gonna have Brussels sprouts just randomly at this time of year? Like, I don't think they even have them in England yet. So I can't see any Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna have to do without Brussels sprouts. It's so sad, but it's okay. I have a backup plan.
I got a bunch of cheese and some vegan ham, but now I need to look at the sauces because I've got a list here. Right now I need to look for sauces. So I need like basically 20 different types of, okay, not 20, but I need a lot of different types of sauces and I don't quite know where the sauce file is. I need to look for it.
Another important ingredient that I need for this meal is chili, and I need to get a very hot dry chili, but I can't seem to find it here, and if I don't get it, I feel like I'm probably going to cry because it's very important.
Guys, what on earth is this? What actually is this? I'm so confused. I might have to ask Mum, you know what, because this could actually be really good, but I don't know what it is. Mum, what is this?
I don't know.
Hey guys, the last ingredient I need to get is probably the ingredient which might give away to you guys what I'm making, but never mind. I'm just going to show you. Guys, I need to get pasta, and look how cute this star pasta is, but that's not the type of pasta I need. I've never seen pasta like that before. Like, oh, that's so cute. Stars. But anyways, I need to get one of these types of pastas. So guess which one it is, guys.
So we've got loads of like Indian spices here, which are good, but not a hot chili. I mean, what is this? Cayenne pepper? No, that's cayenne. I don't think that is, I mean, is that a type of chili? Oh, I don't know. Oh, Fizz fam, can you see it?
I think I might have pretty much everything. I'm just checking my list. I need to find mustard, but you're not gonna believe what I found. I'm so happy. In the freezer section, I can actually find, this is gonna make my meal so good. Like, the fact that I have these is crazy. And yeah, I do have a lot of veggies because I feel like veggies are a British staple. Like, we have them with pretty much all our things. It's like roasted veggies. But the meal that I'm gonna be making is gonna be very interesting and not just like your classic roast dinner or anything. It's gonna be something completely different. Well, I'm not gonna say completely different, but like, it's gonna be a bit more interesting than just a roast dinner. So hopefully this comes out okay because I've never made this before.
Me and Sienna have had to go to a specialist Asian food supermarket because they didn't have any chili powder in the shop. They had loads of paprika, which is also like a Spanish style like pepper, but they don't have any like Indian type of chili. So I was like panicking a little bit because it's going to be like, it's very essential for my dish. And then for Sienna, you're looking for a buffalo sauce, aren't you, Sienna?
Yeah.
And she struggled to find it in there as well. So this shop has all different like cuisines, like Middle Eastern and Indian and Chinese. And I found it this time. I'm so happy. It's not a whole pepper, but they have the powder of it, and it's called Kashmiri liquid smoke. You could make it from scratch. Because one of the buffalo, oh, do you need the liquid smoke?
One of the recipes was actually said optional liquid smoke.
Well, go and get it then. You need Worcester sauce because they probably have it here. Although you have to find vegan Worcester sauce, by the way.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, but they might have it here, Sienna. You should look for it. They might have actually buffalo sauce pre-made in here. Isn't that good? Isn't that like a hot sauce?
That looks good.
Frank's Red Hot. I'm sure that's what I've used
Frank's
before.
Red Hot. That's what. That's
Yeah.
That's
I know this shop is so good, isn't it?
Back home from the supermarkets, and our contestants are behind us here with all of their food laid out. Let's find out exactly what's going to be happening in the kitchen.
I'm going to go first. No, I'm going to go first. I've chosen the best country ever. Indian cuisine is so fun. Like, everybody loves going to Indian restaurants, getting Indian takeaways. Like, the food is so flavorful, so delicious. Like, guys, I'm definitely gonna win. So what I'm planning on making is a vindaloo curry, which is a famous Indian restaurant dish, and it's meant to be very spicy, but what is very special about it is very tangy and delicious, and it uses special chilies in it. And I'm going to be making mine with tofu, which is I'm going to make this taste like paneer cheese. And then I've got loads of other things coming, which I'm not going to tell you about because I don't want you guys to find out, although it might psych you out. But guys, if you want to know how to make a really healthy, tasty, amazing Indian curry, like, I'm going to show you.
Now, we eat quite a lot of curries as a family, but we certainly do not eat vindaloo. So I don't know whether a mega spicy one is going to go down.
If any of you are from India or you love Indian food, comment down below. India is the best.
To be honest, I think if anyone's from India, they're probably going to think that vindaloo is just like some British version, not legit.
It's actually a going dish from India with Portuguese like roots as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay,
I've got
you've
some more
educated
facts
me.
to tell you later when I'm making it, Fizz fam.
Cool.
Do you want to go next, Mia?
Okay, so for my meal, obviously British food is just amazing and classic, and I feel like it's really, I'm definitely gonna win because obviously everyone's gonna love it because we are British. So it's like our home food. So I feel like I already know I'm gonna win, especially because I'm not just gonna make like a classic normal roast dinner. I am actually gonna be making toad in the hole and bubble and squeak. I feel like in England we have like some really like funnily named dishes. So toad in the hole is obviously very interestingly named, and it's very like old. And then also bubble and squeak is also very interestingly named, but they're very delicious and basically like really fun takes on a roast dinner. Everyone go comment Team Britain because I already know, like, I'm gonna win, and I know you guys will agree with me on Team Britain with me.
That's a good point. Comment if you're Team Britain, Team India, or Team
American! So I'm actually going to be making mac and cheese, and I know some of you might say that technically it's not American, but no, it has its roots in ancient Italy, but then it's been like popularized by America, and like basically it is American. And then as a side dish, and this is definitely American, I'm gonna be making buffalo wings, and I'm really excited for that because that is something that I remember we had in America, and they are so delicious. So I'm definitely gonna win.
First of all, I'm gonna start washing my root vegetables for the bubble and squeak, which, by the way, guys, people theorize that the name comes from the sound that it makes while it's cooking in the oven, which I feel like is just really cute, and I feel like the judges are really gonna love it. And also, look at this potato. It's a heart. Look at this. How cute it is. I feel like I almost don't want to use it. I'm using it.
It doesn't really look like a heart. It looks like
It looks like a heart.
it looks like you know what it looks like, guys.
Right, mine's very complicated. I've got all these spices that I've got to use. I'm actually following or getting inspiration from a recipe from vegan Rika, sorry if I've got that wrong, and she is really good at making vegan curries. So I've got to kind of blend up. Oh, I forgot to get cloves.
No.
I saw the cloves in the organic shop and I was like, I should have got those just in case.
So I'm now going to be cooking the macaroni pasta. I don't know if I've boiled enough water here. No, I haven't. Okay, I'm going to have to boil some more water. But yeah, I'm going to cook this. And while I'm cooking it, I'm going to make like the buffalo wings maybe?
This recipe requires, for the curry paste, 6 to 8 cloves of garlic. I didn't notice that. Luckily we have a lot of garlic in the fridge. I just like, I don't know why, but I just looked at it and just saw like 3 cloves of garlic. But it's actually 6 to 8. Wow, this is gonna be super strong.
Right, I'm now going to be, while the macaroni pasta, I'm now going to be cooking the buffalo wings. I've just turned the oven on and now I need to start making them, but I'm kind of nervous because I feel like the macaroni cheese is going to be easier to make, buffalo wings not so much.
What I have to do now is peel all of my potatoes, also prepare the carrots and this very weird vegetable. I don't know if I'm going to use it. I'm going to cook it, see how it tastes and see if it's going to go nice in the bubble and squeak. But I mean, I literally have Brussels sprouts and everything for it. I'm so happy that I found the Brussels sprouts. Like, they are going to complete the meal. I can't believe I actually managed to find them here.
For anybody watching who doesn't understand the language that you're using, what on earth is Bubble and Squeak and what on earth is Toad in the Hole?
So Bubble and the Squeak is like a dish of what you can make after a roast dinner. So it's all of like the vegetables and you can put some meat in it as well. Also like mashed up and baked or fried. And then yeah, you can add cheese and stuff on top. And then Toad in the Hole, I looked up the origins of it. So the reason why, there's a couple theories of why it's called Toad in the Hole. Sort of like tongue in cheek, because when it first came about, its origins, it's not necessarily meant to actually be like that nice of a meal. So people call it Toad in the Hole because it's a, I probably shouldn't be saying this. I feel like it is a really good meal because basically it's a giant Yorkshire pudding with sausages in it. So it originates from like trying to make a meal out of if you don't have a lot of food, basically. In like the 1800s or like Tudor times.
So what I'm gathering is that both of those dishes are made from leftovers rather than throwing them in the bin. Is that right?
This sounds like peasant food. Mine isn't peasant food, mine is fit for kings.
But it's very delicious and comforting and homely and traditional British food. So yeah, and they've got very interesting names.
Any kings eating your food, Sienna?
I don't know if there's any kings. I mean, maybe there's some presidents who eat it, but
Hey.
but this is definitely a very like hearty meal, and it's definitely like flavorful. Because I feel like sometimes American food, people think it's not flavorful, but it is actually really flavorful. So it's gonna be really good.
Right, I'm being adventurous because my dish is going to be amazing. That's why I keep making mistakes, because it's very complicated. So I keep making mistakes. It's really annoying, but I was meant to put only 1/4 teaspoon of cumin seeds in, but I put 2 teaspoons. So I had to like kind of scrape it out. It's meant to be 2 teaspoons of coriander seed. Look, I'm not buying a paste from the shop. I'm not cheating. I'm making this from scratch. And so far, look, aromatic. It smells amazing. It's even got cinnamon in it, guys. It sounds, oh, I can't wait.
Since we moved into this new house, guys, there's actually been loads of cooking going on. I think it's obviously this nice, big, spacious kitchen. There's even some rumours that after Mia and Sienna's new book that they're working on, which is coming out any moment soon, the whole family are actually working on a recipe book. So this is like competitive at the moment,
Yeah.
but collaborative when it comes to the recipe book, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like we're all getting like proper into cooking. Like this is just so fun that we're getting to experiment and make new recipes today as well.
Guys, look at the salt I'm using. Even my salt is American. The greatest salt on earth from Utah. See, guys, I'm sticking true to the American theme.
The American theme and the American dream.
How much salt did it actually say? I was about to just go like that, and then I realised.
Yeah,
like
that
your
comes out
American
really fast,
jumper.
Sienna. You have to be careful with that.
1/4 teaspoon.
Right, yeah, exactly. You'd end up pouring out like a cupful.
Literally just, I got the 1/4 teaspoon, and then nothing was coming out, only like a tiny bit, and then I just gave it a little shake. I don't know, I'm laughing. And then it was like a mountain, and then it was all overflowing, and then there's loads in it now. So,
Well, thankfully your judges aren't slugs.
So I've just put all of the ingredients for the curry paste in here. Now I'm feeling a bit more confident now. I think once you've got it figured out and you start feeling like calm and collected. So the special chili that I'm using is the Kashmiri powder, and that is what makes it a vindaloo. Also, another thing about vindaloo, it used to be cooked in like wine, but now it's been updated and a lot of people will use vinegar, so I'm not using wine. I think that the wine element is like the Portuguese like roots of this dish. So I'm now gonna blend it up. I was meant to use whole chili, but I couldn't find a whole chili of that special chili. So I'm gonna blend it up and hopefully the powder is enough. Like I had to guess with that because I was meant to use 2 large dried Kashmiri chilies. So I just put in like a tablespoon. Oh my goodness, this might actually be too spicy. I don't know, that might actually not help. I feel like I'm making the world's spiciest curry, aren't I, Fizz fam? Smell that. Breathe that in. Breathe that Indian goodness in.
I must admit that does actually smell
Smells
really
amazing,
good.
but scary.
I feel like my mouth's gonna put some hairs in some people's chests.
Smell Mum's tofu.
Oh, for ages. Can you smell something in this kitchen?
Go on, smell.
Darren, can you smell it? It's gone off.
She thought it was my
smells like
pasta.
Durian egg.
That's disgusting.
Mum kept on asking me, is your pasta alright? It stinks, but
no.
it's her tofu.
Everything seems to go wrong. I couldn't find the chili. Then I forgot to get clothes. And then my whole block of tofu smells like rotten, like disgusting.
Oh, I can smell it from here. It's
I was
really-
going to Sienna, what's that smell? Can you smell that smell? And she was like, no, I don't. I was like, Sienna, is it your pasta? I was like, is it because the oven's on and nothing's inside it? Like, we were trying to figure out, and it's my tofu. And I had a bit of square in my mouth right that second, and I had to spit it out.
So what are you going to do? Do you have any backup?
Oh, my hands stink. It's disgusting.
I don't think anyone wants to eat your dish.
Guys, what a waste.
Make a
guys.
photo of it, it's mouldy.
What a waste of money and food. It's such a shame.
Don't put it near me.
So what are you going to do?
Right, I'm gonna improvise. It's about your reaction. Oh, my hands stink. It's disgusting. Is what counts.
Okay.
It really stinks. Honestly, like, we're gonna have to take this bin bag to the bin.
Literally is so
Oh, it's really sick. Right, okay, this fan. We have other tofu in the fridge, but I think it's like smoked tofu, which obviously won't go with my special curry. Oh, no, we do have other tofu. This tofu isn't like extra firm though.
The pasta is done, and now for the fun bit, I'm going to be adding the 4 different types of cheeses. I'm so excited.
Wow, 4 cheeses.
4 cheeses.
No
I have
way.
to make this epic. 4 different types of cheese. And also, I don't know which ones are going to melt, which ones are going to stay more like chunky. I don't know. Because I got 4 like completely, well, they're not completely different, but I got 4 like different types.
Sienna?
What?
You turned the oven completely off. What? My thing was cooking.
Turn it off.
I just turned mine to 0. Sorry, maybe I did. Sorry.
The tofu wasn't firm, and then I just realised if you don't have firm tofu, you're meant to press it, but it's working out quite well. So this is meant to be like the vegan paneer, and so I just coated the tofu in some spices, and I'm now about, you can fry it, but I'm going to bake it in the oven because that was also an option. So I feel like if I fry it, I feel like it might burn and stick to the pan. I just have this feeling, like it always happens to me. I'm not very good at frying things.
Right, I'm getting all my veggies prepared. My potatoes were on, but now they're not even boiling. And then I've got loads of vegetables to steam as well. And then I need to actually get working on the Yorkshire pudding batter. There's a lot of stuff going on, so I'm trying to remember, like, in case I forget anything.
I just tried some, and this is not the right type of cheese at all. Like, I don't feel like it's going to even melt whatsoever. Oh, and the pasta's cooling down. No.
Do you not have a
Need
cheese
pasta.
grater?
Yeah, but I'm going to chop some bits up and grate others.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry, I was backseat driving, I just realised. Sorry.
Don't use a cheese grater, Sienna.
Why?
I like how you were doing it.
Really?
Yeah. Thanks for heating the oven up, whoever it was. Thank you.
It was me. Don't take all the space.
I need to put 2 things in there, and now she's hogging it.
I need to put like 2 things in there as well.
Oh, gosh.
What does she even need to use the oven for?
Yeah, exactly. Your what?
I don't know what you mean.
I've switched my technique and I've started using the cheese grater now, even though the bits are already kind of sliced up, so it's really difficult. But yeah, I hope this cheese works alright, but luckily I have got obviously 3 other types, so I have got options, but it's okay. I just want it to be very, very cheesy and very creamy and very indulgent.
Thank you, Mia. We've only got
Okay.
one of these knives, and these are essential. I'm now going to be cutting up an onion and probably crying. But so the paneer is cooking in the oven. I've made the curry paste, and now I'm going to be making the sauce for the curry, which is going to be mixed together with the paste and with the paneer. So a vindaloo, if you break down the word, vin is like stands for the wine, and the loo stands for potato. But there's no potato in this or no wine, but it's still a good vindaloo.
That sounds like a complete fail.
No, you can adapt
If you
it.
break down the word, then basically I just haven't made a vindaloo at all.
No, vinegar is wine. Vinegar is wine.
And what about
Isn't
the potato?
And then, so I'm not putting potato in it because it takes a long time to cook. So I've got the paneer in it.
Sounds like cut corners.
And I'm going to be
Sounds like
adding
laziness to
some
me.
chickpeas in as well because I feel like there wasn't, obviously I got that big block of tofu and it was gone off. So I don't have a lot of bulk to the dish, so I'm going to add some chickpeas in. But the recipe wants me to cut up an onion and I've got to fry that. And then I think all of the curry stuff is done, but watch this space is found. I'm going to be making lots of other things.
So now I'm working on my Yorkshire pudding batter for the toad in the hole. So I'm starting off with flour. What's really cool is we've actually got some new scales. Look, it's like traditional scales. So I've got wheat flour. This is wheat flour. And then I need chickpea flour, 100 grams of this flour. What's that sound? That's my potatoes. Oh dear. They weren't boiling, so then I turned it up so they'd actually boil, and then they sort of exploded. Oh, it should be fine now. Can we just, like, literally next to me, all I can smell is just the most Moorish, delicious cheese smelling thing. It's making me so hungry.
I didn't say you could take any. I mean, it's fine. I have got like 10 blocks of cheese.
That actually didn't taste that good.
This is only just one of the parts of cheese. Try this. This is the toasty cheese, and this is cheese that's really good.
I like cheese with flavour. The other one tastes like nothing.
Intense
Oh, guys, he wants a challenge.
We need a tea towel.
Hang on, you haven't let the American have a go first.
My hands are greasy with cheese.
All right, okay.
Now she's just made it all greasy.
Can you do it for us, Dara, please?
Guys, I'm just thinking for Sienna, I'm kind of concerned. Like, what if the cheese doesn't melt that well? Like,
Well, the cheese is
if I was you,
gonna
I would
melt.
have made a cheese sauce as well as putting all this cheese in.
Okay, well you're not me, and you're not making this. You're making like a toad sticking out of a hole. Anyways, this is almost done. It kind of looks like more cheese and pasta at the moment. I need to mix it up a bit.
So guys, there's a lot of stuff going on. Right there is my Yorkshire pudding batter. So now what I need to do is I need to put some oil. Oh, there's really not much left in this jar.
Don't worry, we have another each one here.
I need to put some oil in here to get it melted in the oven, and then this is what I'm going to make the toad in the hole in. So hopefully this tray is big enough for it. And then I need to get cooking my sausages for the toad in the hole, and I also need to keep checking on my vegetables. I need to get like onion prepared and stuff. I've got a lot going on, and I'm kind of stressed.
So Sam, I'm crying. I mean, frying onion right now, but it's going very well. You know, I said I was bad at frying. It's actually not sticking, and it's going delicious. So in a minute, I can't wait. I'm going to add the tofu in. I'm going to add all of the spices and the sauce. I've got my rice. I've got some basmati rice on, so to make it. I love basmati. It's very fragrant and it's a beautiful rice grain, isn't it?
Trying to not backseat drive here, Fizz fam, but Sienna, I'm going to be honest, I'm not really sure what you're doing because you've cooked the pasta and you're just adding like 1,000 blocks of cheese into it, which they're not even melted.
This isn't cheese. This is ham strips. Look,
But are you not melting any cheese, no?
It's gonna melt when it cooks.
Okay.
I'm baking it in the oven.
Okay. Well, that is a different way of making mac and cheese, that's all.
It's the American way of making
Is
mac and
it? Is
cheese.
it really?
Yeah.
Are you making that up?
No.
Ooh, got some good spice going on here. So now I have to boil the onions and the chickpeas with the paste. This is going to make our house smell divine. It's like hot lava. Wow, look at that. I've got to bring it to the boil. I've got to bring it to the boil. And then in a little while I can add the tofu.
Ooh, crikey. There is some spice in the air.
I know, guys.
I'm
Wow.
worried about my food's going to get like infected
Yeah.
with spice. I'm just trying to cook my sausages.
All of the dishes are going to end up being spicy, aren't they?
I'm gonna try and make
going on,
a
Sienna?
cheese sauce, but it's
I feel
going
so bad
wrong.
for you. So start off with onion, garlic and oil, fry it, and then add milk and flour and like, I don't know, some spices, whatever. And then you add the cheese in.
I feel like I'm pulling that faces.
No, come on. No, Sienna. Sienna, I've got a good quote. No, please,
Yeah,
Sienna.
okay, what's your quote?
Keep calm and carry on.
That was pretty funny.
So you're going to make a cheese sauce, yes, Jens?
I'm gonna try.
Right, I'll just give you some tips. The cheese sauce is usually just some milk and flour.
Okay.
And then you start adding the grated cheese into that milk and flour that you're heating up on the hob.
Guys, I feel like my sausages have gotten really stuck. I don't know what's going on. That's not good. Right. I've turned them off now though. I think they're heated up enough. Now I need to add my batter into here. I've never made Yorkshire pudding before, so I have no idea if this is gonna go right. But okay, so this is my Yorkshire pudding batter. Actually seems like a pretty good size. It told me to like heat up oil in it first in this recipe. I don't know, this recipe is very confusing. Kind of confused as to what's going on. So I need to put this in, the onions, and then I need to try and scrape out the sausages, but I feel like they're stuck. Really don't know what's going on, to be honest.
Yay, I successfully finished my curry. So I'm gonna keep this warm. Now I'm gonna move on to my other steps, which I'll show you in a minute.
Mum, can you help me open the oven?
Oh,
look!
wow.
My toad in the hole is ready. Well, it's not ready, but you know, it now needs to go in the oven for 30 minutes.
Wow, well
Very
done,
happy with
Mia.
that. Actually, it needs to be on a low shelf, it said.
Okay, careful of this oven door.
Oh no, it's not one of those things that's kind of messed up a little bit.
Well
The toads
done.
aren't really sticking out. Look at them. They're like
Toads
hidden.
aren't toading.
The toads are hiding.
How's it going, Sienna?
I'm now looking for an easy like vegan cheese sauce recipe. But the thing is, I don't know, because a lot of the cheese sauce recipes are like require loads of ingredients that we don't have. So I'm trying to find one that's like simple. But yeah, so then I'm gonna add the cheese sauce to the macaroni because I realize it's gonna be really dry. Like even if the other like the cheese on it melts, it's still gonna be really dry, and I want it to be like creamy.
You're
so.
feeling a bit deflated, aren't you?
Yeah.
Feeling a bit down. Don't worry, you can always, this is the thing about cooking, you can always turn it around.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sienna, I've got something which will cheer you up. Look, ready? Look guys, I found the weirdest cucumber ever. Is it like 2 cucumbers? Is it a flattened cucumber? I don't know. That is very weird. So guys, I'm going to be making a creamy, cool Raita dip. I think that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm very sorry, India. And it's to balance out the very, very hot, spicy, tangy curry, a nice cool, creamy dip. So in it, I'm going to use cucumber. I'm going to use some thick soya Greek yogurt. I'm going to add in a little bit of lime and then some parsley. I would use coriander and mint, but we don't have that. And then I might even make a little salsa as well to go with this meal, like some red onion and some peppers. Let's see how this goes.
Okay, so I found a cheese sauce recipe and it's really simple. But the only problem is it doesn't actually show amounts of what to put, so it just says ingredients.
That doesn't
and
sound
donuts.
that simple, but I guess it's so simple.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, right, I'm now working on my bubble and squeak. So I've got the potato all drained out, and now I'm gonna add some of my veggies. So Brussels sprouts and peas, British classics. And then also I've got the carrots and then that weird vegetable, but we need to try one. So I'm gonna put one out on the side, and in a minute, once it cools down, we can try it and see if I'm actually gonna add it, because I have no idea what it is, but it looks interesting, and you can add like sweet and loads of different vegetables to this.
Yeah, it's really simple. So the only things I need is coconut oil, flour, garlic powder, which we don't actually have, but I'm gonna add garlic into it, salt, pepper, nutritional yeast, and water.
Now it's time to get started on my bubble and squeak. I've put all the vegetables. Well, I need to test this one out first, so I still have no idea what it is, but I think I will add some of it, because it's quite like, it's almost like Swede, where it's quite like watery potato. It tastes quite nice. So I'm gonna add lots of oil instead of butter. I feel like it will work quite well still. I'm gonna add salt as well, and then I need to mash it all together. This might be kind of hard, but it has been cooking for a long time, so I think it should be good, but this is gonna be delicious. I already know. Oh my gosh. It's like all my favorite things. All these vegetables and potato, so good. And then it's gonna have cheese on top. Like, it's gonna be epic, guys.
Okay, there we are. I think that should be enough. Okay, that's actually quite hot. Then it says just whisk it all together. Oh, it's having more of like a yellow colour now. It looks more like cheese. Now I'm gonna add the cheese sauce. I don't quite know if I've made enough. I hope I have. No, maybe, no, I think that will be alright. But there is a lot of pasta here.
I guess it's gonna all melt the other cheese.
Yeah, just as long as there's something in it. Because it definitely was missing that. It kind of looks a bit greyish, but it's because we're using a different type of flour to like the usual plain flour, but it should still work the same. I've tried some and it tastes really good.
That's good then. That's the most important thing, how it
Yeah.
tastes. I actually haven't looked at this. So that you can hear the mum's hammering. Why are you hammering?
And we've got roadworks going on over here.
Hi guys, I'm making my creamy, cool as a cucumber Raita dip. Did I say that better now, Fizz fam? By the way, Fizz fam, I'm very, very pleased with how this is all going. Like, it's actually, at first of all, it seemed like it was going wrong, but now it's actually going really, really well. And I've made the little side salad as well. I haven't mixed it up yet, and I've got the dip. And now I've got some flour here, because I'm going to be trying to make some homemade chapatis to go with this. Oh, I don't know how they're going to come out because I am going to have to fry them. If I can pull this off, it's really, really going to make it seem very authentic and like restaurant style. And I think I'm really going to do you proud, India.
Oh my gosh, this looks so delicious. I've already tried some of it and it tastes amazing already, and it hasn't even been grilled yet. And it doesn't have the cheese on it yet. I know this is going to be epic. Like, it's just so comforting and delicious. How are you getting on, Nana?
I'm actually getting on really good. So this is the perfect size tray for this. And I added the sauce, but I'm really hoping that the other cheese melts as well because I want it to be like extra, like super creamy. But it's really good so far. I tried a bit and it's amazing. I'm really happy with how it came out. So now I'm going to put this in the oven. Pretty sure for 25 to 30 minutes, but I'm going to check. And then I need to make my buffalo wings, which I haven't even started on yet. Half made the batter like half an hour ago. So now I need to actually start on those.
The time has come. Mystery judges, come through. Everybody's finished cooking. Here is the finished results. Yay, judges!
Be careful, some of these dishes are very hot and fresh out of the oven, so come here.
So what have we got then, contestants?
Who's gonna
Let's
go
tell
first?
the judges.
Mum.
You want to try mine first, okay?
Is this Mum's?
That one's Mum's.
The middle
Alright
one's
then guys, I have made a vegan vindaloo, which I think might be, correct me if I'm wrong, the spiciest curry in the world. And I've just realised I've made a very spicy curry for you two to try. Is this a good idea?
try the curry though.
And then I also have, guys, that you're going to be impressed, I've got some homemade chapati, which I made from scratch. I've got a nice side salad. I've made a vegan creamy cool as a cucumber dip, also known as raita. And then I've got some lovely basmati rice, and the curry's got tofu and chickpeas in it. Like, you guys are going to love this, but it is a bit spicy.
Okay.
Would you like me to serve some onto your plate for you, or do you want to, or no, why don't you just eat it out of here?
Go easy, it's very spicy.
Yeah, you can try the rice and the salad and everything. Maybe like one chickpea.
So remember to be thinking about what you think of this dish. Keep it to yourself, and then after you've tried all three, you can say which one you think is the winner.
Who's trying the curry?
Trying to.
The vindaloo.
Oh, she's gonna try it.
She's gonna ruin her taste buds for hours.
Remember,
Oh no.
remember, you can have some of the creamy yogurt dip to help cool your mouth down. Is that good?
Yeah, it's quite spicy.
Very spicy.
Ooh, girl.
Oh yeah, and the chapati.
How about
So,
you?
Karan Karma, this dish is Indian, and I feel like Indian food is really fun and exciting. There's loads of different elements to the dish, loads of flavors and spices. It's just really, really fun and exciting for the taste buds, isn't it? So, I'll just let you, you know, enjoy it. And you can try this. I made this from scratch, all handmade.
I did just dip it in there
Yeah. Okay. Right, have you had a good sample? Yeah, should we put this to the side? Now I think it's going to be Sienna's go, isn't it?
Okay. So,
Oh, there's a bit of
Okay.
bit
Sienna
of battling.
Mum said it's
Rock,
my
paper,
go,
scissors.
but I don't mind if you
Rock,
go.
paper,
Maybe
scissors.
let the judges decide, actually.
Yeah.
Who goes next, Mia or Sienna?
Sienna. Okay, right, so my cuisine is American. So this is a very American meal. Here we have a mac and cheese with 4 cheeses. 4 cheese mac and cheese. Wow. And then we have buffalo wings, something you've never tried before, but it's very delicious. So I'm gonna serve you up some of the 4 cheese mac and cheese. And this has also got little bits of like vegan ham in it, and it's got like a cheese sauce as well. So you're really gonna like this. I don't know if that's enough for you two to sample. We could, yeah, we could sample that. Oh, I like mac and cheese. Then
When we had the pizzas, we had a mac and cheese.
yeah, this is even better than mac and cheese you might try when you're out. Then these are cauliflower buffalo wings, and then we have a special buffalo sauce. I'll warn you, that is a little bit spicy.
Okay.
Probably not nearly as spicy as Mum's curry
Okay.
though. And then we have this
Mum's
really,
curry wasn't spicy, it's really good.
we have this really delicious creamy sauce. So the sauce is for those, yeah? Proper little meal. It is fresh out of the oven with all the cheese melting.
By the way, why are you eating with a massive fork, Karma?
Why are you eating with a massive fork?
You can get quite a lot of that sauce if you want. Yeah, that's good. You can probably give it a good dip, Koa.
Good dunk.
Yeah, good dunk. Like, get lots of sauce. Yeah, that's it. spicy. Isn't that really good? he did the dunk method with the spicy one. It's not that spicy though, is it?
Oh, you try these?
Yeah, have you had these?
Okay, so mine is very traditional from our homelands. It is British food. So I actually have made some really interesting dishes, which I don't know if you guys will have even heard
But
of.
by the
So
way,
this,
is that yours?
yeah, this is what I made. Listen, this is called toad in the hole.
Oh.
Because it's like little toads poking out of the hole. The little sausages. It's really cool, isn't it?
Worms.
Yeah, they're like little toads poking their head out. It's really cute, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
And this is actually like a giant Yorkshire pudding. It's really delicious. Let me try and
Is it
get it out.
spicy?
Thank you. No, mine is not spicy at all. There's no spice in it. It's very good for kids' taste buds, actually.
Oh.
So here we go. This has got sausages, onion, and it's like a giant Yorkshire pudding. And then, listen, this one is called Bubble and Squeak. Because when it's in the oven, it squeaks like a little mouse. So this is like mashed potato with loads of cheese and peas and carrots and little like fake sort of like bacon bits to go on top. I've got some homemade mushroom and onion gravy.
Okay.
So this one may add a little bit of moisture as well to go on there.
Toad.
To go on the toad.
don't like mushrooms.
Right, silence at the back there. Stop trying to sabotage it.
I'm not trying to stop
I
Here you go, guys.
don't.
Do you want to tuck in?
Mushrooms then.
You can try some of the Yorkshire pudding part. Here you go, Coa. Do you want to try maybe some of the bubble and squeak? I can help you,
Tastes
Coa.
like a toad. That bit's stuck on there.
Yeah, and you can try some of the sausage as well.
What's the sausage?
That bit's the sausage.
Oh.
Is it good, toad in the hole? You want to try the bubble and squeak now?
Okay.
It's got so much cheese on it because I know you guys love cheese.
What's that?
There's a little bit of like tempeh.
This is so cute.
You guys enjoying it?
Oh, you're tucking into that, kids.
I'm really liking this one.
So, you've tried all three dishes.
Okay.
You've tried Indian, you've tried American, and you've tried British.
Okay.
So I'm gonna count to 3, and when I say 3, I want both of you to say which one is your favorite.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Mia's. Sienna's.
We're tied! Sorry, Mum.
Sorry, India.
You should have kind of thought about what Karma and Co are like. They like our more traditional comforting food rather than spicy.
So the 2 winners, joint between the US and the UK. Well done.
You had to eat this all
Don't
now.
forget to comment which country you are.
See you in the next video. Bye.